What's going on to my peoples up there in YouTube land? This is your boy Lee Majors. And today I want to talk about different financial systems that you actually apply to the house. And what certain things are for and everything like that. Certain pieces of information that I wanted to share out there that I did research for myself. And also a lot of different applicable financial systems that I got running through the household that I apply myself. And, just talk about money in general and how, we supposed to handle money and everything like that. And certain things that I figured out on my own as far as applying certain methods and certain different disciplinary actions and skill to the household. All right, so as far as inventory, where I left off at last time, as far as inventory and how it's important, to really actually do inventory in the house. So the point of mastering, or when you apply a system, is to having the red things that's organized from top to bottom, that's going to constantly give you flow throughout, just the duration through the month. So every Friday, I make sure that I count everything in the house. It's important on how much money we got going out of the house. Okay? By doing that, you free up money that you don't see yet, that you haven't made yet. You understand what I'm saying? And you end up saving money. You know what I'm saying? That's what they talk about, savings. So the money that you probably would have spent by you actually doing accurate inventory, you don't have to go back out there and spend 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 9 times. You understand what I'm saying? This goes a long way every month. Now you got 12 months in a year. So we talking about by you actually doing inventory and keeping things where they need to be at, you could save an easy $4,000 to $5,000 within a year's time and put that somewhere else. Like that shit could go towards the rent. All right. To me, what I focus on is how you actually conduct and place your money into spaces that is most needed. And that's with the basic necessities, the basic 101 necessities. Rent always have to be paid. Food always have to be bought. Water always have to be paid for. These are different things that has to be paid for as far as the 101 bills and everything. Some of my other clips I talk about how much money is going out of the house versus how much money is staying in the house. And usually if you break everything down to the basic necessities, and between food, clothes, shelter, electricity, it doesn't even go over really $40,000 a year. I mean, if you look at the niggas in prison or people that go to prison, they get 3 meals a day. They get all their basic essentials. I mean, 50% of whatever you paying for, 30% of that goes towards the rent. The other 20% goes towards utilities and whatever else you need to actually function off of, like if you have a car or something like that. I say I spend 10% of my income a year on traveling. That's 10% of my income a year on traveling. 30% goes in between travel and having a place to stay. And then, the other, 20 to 15% goes towards food. Now let's just stop that right there. Your lifestyle is where this whole thing will come in at, as far as whatever your taste and shit is. Now, if you look at what you bringing in versus what you may feel you need to have, then of course that's going to be different. If you want to be comfortable, then therefore, you aim or you save up to that point. And I'm not saying that you can't enjoy yourself, but if you know you got to stay under a certain threshold, you understand what I'm saying? If you know that you got to stay underneath a certain threshold, I don't think that it's actually wise, to like start doing random ass shit like buying $40,000 in vehicles. You make $100,000 a year, but your vehicle, your vehicle costs about $65,000, and then you still paying a car note on the vehicle. That's not smart. That's not smart at all. Anybody that makes over $100,000 a year, you should live off of 50. You know what I'm saying? $50,000. $50,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? If you got kids, then you live off of 70. But you bank the other 30. You live off of $70,000 a year. You could live off of that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. $70,000 a year, you spending expenses. You have to stay within the means of your numbers. I think a lot of us got it wrong because, everybody can't live on top. Everybody can't be up here. Everybody can't be up here. That's just not the reality of the situation. It's just like niggas is chasing a rat race. But I'll say this. When it comes to credit, when it comes to accumulation, you have to look at how much that you actually keeping inside your household. And then when you building on assets. And assets are things that you could actually quickly turn into liquid money or shit that's making money for you. That's the whole main thing about this. I think our financial education here in this country is bullocks. It's a bunch of bull-ish. Straight up. It's basically all on how much you're keeping. People think your credit score and all of that shit helps. It doesn't. Your credit score is only showing these people that, that you are capable of being able to control debt. One thing about a credit score, they want to see whether or not if you are capable and you are willing and able to be able to pay at this designated time that they set for you, so that way that they can make their interest money off of you. If you know how to pay back $100,000 in a certain amount of time, and you pay on time every time, then therefore you are going according to plan. And then they give you some score, and then they make you believe that your credit score could get you this and get you that and get you this and get you that. Well, let me tell you this. You could take $50,000. Take it to a bank. And just do this. And tell them that you want a credit limit and that you want to pay for a secured credit card. And they'll give you $100,000 in credit line. You could do that with $1 million, all of that shit. And your credit score will be up. That puts you in a different bracket. It puts you within the difference of responsibility. Now you're partners with the bank, because a bank commodity is to loan out money. Keeping your money in the bank, they want to get rid of it. That's why they make loans on it. This whole system, this shit give a nigga a headache, because when you start to find out the game behind everything, all of what they say to you, you come to know is bullshit. But then it all boils back down to this: how good at you within managing your resources. Resource management. This is what it is. Resource management. If you can't manage $5 or $20, how you gonna be able to manage $20,000? How you gonna be able to manage $100,000? These are things that people need to think about when it comes in regards to doing business with the bank. Now, you go to the bank and you ask them, I need a $50,000 loan, and you ain't got nothing to leverage with that shit. Well, I have a job, I can pay it back. No, they're not going to give you nothing. Even if you have a dope ass credit score, they're not going to give you nothing. You have no guarantee. You can have a dope ass credit score. I can have $50,000 in cash that day, and I will walk in there and I will leave out of there, you know what I'm saying, with a certain amount of credit. I just doubled my money. I can have $1 million in cash and go ask them, yo, I'm buying a house for such and such and such and such. I need a loan. I need a $350,000 loan. And I can sit that $1 million right there in that bank. They gonna loan me that 3.5, but guess what? I could use that $1 million and leverage and get 3 loans. See, it's on the individual. And people only gonna carry you on the level or deal with you on the level that you're capable of actually doing. Now today, I was seeing how I was going to arrange all of this stuff and talk about all this stuff. So I'm letting my brain pull out as far as knowledge is concerned. All right. In terms of stocks, you buy and pay for stocks because those are slices of businesses that you are buying into that make you money. Those are what you call assets that makes money for you. The stock market is good. There's nothing bad about the stock market. It goes up, it goes down. It is a part of the American economy. If you don't want your money sitting dormant in the fucking bank, which is going to lose its weakness anyway, you could put your money in the stock market, depending on what category of the stock market, whether it be the S&P 500 or whether it be individual stocks. The main thing is you buying into slices of businesses that make money. These stocks, some of them pay dividends, some of them just pay, you make your money as far as owning the stock, whether it go up or down. But the thing is that your money is being used and it's always constantly being busy. Same thing with cryptocurrency. These are all assets that you are investing into, and over time you will make money in them. Let's get that straight. Shit go up. Things go down. Now, you put your money into these institutions, and these institutions use your money and make your money work for you. That's what they say. The stock market, your money will work for you. I can tell you now, you could put $1,000 into the stock market, you know what I'm saying, and put it in the S&P 500 and not touch it, you know what I'm saying, for 10 years. The motherfucker will grow to $10,000. The market pays between 7 to 10% every fucking year, mandatorily. Every company needs money. Everything needs to be financed. The people finance a whole lot. So these are different things that people have to concentrate and look at and do their own research, because I take my own notes on everything, and do their own research and go ahead and do that. It's better that if you did put your money into the stock market than if it's sat in the bank, because now it can't be taxed with all these account fees and everything like that. I know, you had these companies, or when you bank with companies or whatever, they give you all these account fees and all of these other monthly fees, maintenance fees, you know what I'm saying, that you have to pay into. This is how the bank make their money. All right. Now, if you want to make money, like I said, and you want to use somebody else's money, or you want to leverage or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and you want to improve your credit, you could take a lump sum of money that you save on your own, and like I said, you could take it up to the bank, and then you could build your credit up like that. You don't have to, you know what I mean? Like, people think because you get a large ass credit score, like that shit is going to solve something. And thus I say again, it does not solve anything. They trying to see how good are you within being able to control debt. If you got a credit score 800, you have to be in debt. You got to show that you know how to pay your bills every 30 days, in which they set on time every time. Where some people don't have that discipline within being like that. Now, if you want credit, then it's on the individual to go on ahead and save up $5,000 and go get you a secured credit card. If that's what you want, you get you a secured credit card for $5,000. And that's what that is. And they'll match you. If you don't pay it, they win either way. But I could go in there and get a secured credit card, and my credit score is some shit. But see, I own a lot of stocks. I don't need no credit cards. If I need to purchase something or whatever, you know what I'm saying, then I can sell some of my shares and just refinance, you know what I'm saying, my whatever I need, and then do some buybacks and buy my ownership back into the stocks. That's how you recycle your money. This is how you keep your money within the household. But you have to accumulate your own capital. All right? If you could pay a car note, shit, $600 a month, you could pay yourself. At $9,600 a year for several years, you can go get credit from a bank. You understand what I'm saying? And finance whatever you need to finance. You double your money. You take $100,000 in credit and whatever, and then boom. And then from that, you just pay that back. That's it. You just pay that back. You finance what you got to finance, and whatever you finance, and make sure that that is making you money to be able to pay the bank back. This is what Rob Kiyosaki was talking about taking your debt and using your debt as a wealth building tool, because you are investing in something that's paying you money. And we out.